Hello friends, welcome back to another video on the channel. It's nighttime, we've got a desk lamp. It's an evening session because it's time to pack for my 2 weeks on the East Coast for Thanksgiving. And of course, it's always a fun video to record. So if you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Today we will be packing for my New York trip, as I already shared. Why am I repeating myself? So what I'm gonna do, I think, is just put everything on the table that I want to bring. We're gonna work backwards from everything I want to bring and then whether or not I should actually bring it. And then, yeah, then I will start to kind of talk through my process of packing and eliminating. And then as far as what to pack in, this is what I'm thinking. I know, it's a big fat mess. Sorry if you can hear my breathing, but all right, let's get into chatting more about why I made my selection. So I used the Hobonichi Stoppo last year. It was a big hit, so I'm for sure gonna be using this. So this is gonna be the baseline of journaling. Wait, I'm missing one important journal. Here we are, and then, I don't know if I wanna bring that pen. All right, and then there's a possibility of this guy too. All right, so let's see. Let's start with journals because that's the main reason we travel with these things, right? So obviously I will be bringing my B6 daily. We're almost done. The thing with traveling in November is with a full year journal, it's always a lot chunkier than traveling earlier on. Okay, so I've got my B6, I've got my TN, which I've moved into the camel Starbucks. I just felt like this camel color would be nice for Thanksgiving with the little rose gold. And then I used my Travelers, my Narita Airport Gachapon button that they turned into a charm for me. So this is my memory keeping, scrapbooking, junk journal, whatever you want to call it. And then the 5-year diary, which I'm hoping to catch up on during the plane ride. So we've got like pretty thick journals here. I'm deciding not to bring any other journals. So let's see. I think this is just gonna have to be it here. I do have another pouch for my TN, so I'm gonna put that in a different pouch. Last time I traveled on a road trip, I put the electronic type things in here, and I think I'm gonna do that again. So this pouch is my, I think it's like murky green. I forgot what she called it. I'm gonna go ahead and put my Kodak Mini 2 printer here, an extra set of film, and then my DJI mic. And I'm not gonna bring my DJI Osmo Pocket because I can use the mic mini with my iPhone. So I'm just gonna film with my iPhone if I need to while I'm there. I don't anticipate filming, but just always, just in case, and it kind of rounds out the pouch anyway. So let's leave that there for now. Of course, I'm gonna bring this little pocket folder. It's from Coffee Monsters Co. I ripped off the button and cut a slit so that it has more of a flat profile. And in this is like my trusty go-to. I have like my sampler of Post-it notes if I want to like use a Post-it note when I'm scrapbooking. And then I have my tiny icons, which I use in my weekly horizontal layout for like planning and tracking. So these aren't all my tiny icons. I do have the rest of my tiny icons at my desk here, but these are the ones that I think I will be using over the course of 2 weeks. So we've got some Post-its, we've got tiny icons, and then I have my, basically like my neutral washi card set. And then I did switch up this card here and put some of the New York washi tape that I got from Kubo and Lucy. So I think this will be enough washi tape if I do decide to scrapbook or junk journal while I'm in New York, or just do like tip-ins in my regular journal. So the options are there and everything fits perfectly here. So I love that. So this I'm gonna put in my back pocket in here. And then this, I am unsure still if I want to bring this. This is like my little plastic folder from Planner Monkey Co. But it perfectly fits my Hobonichi double stick tape, my Coffee Monsters tabs, and my micro SD card for, well, I guess I don't need my micro SD card if I'm not going to be bringing my DJI. Likely, let's leave this aside for now because I will have scissors at my family's place. So that leaves me with glue sticks, which I tend to just stick in there, which I think that's fine. Brass clips we can put here in the middle like that. And then I think we're good. I also have this that I potentially will use for like ephemera. So maybe, yeah, that'll stuff there. That's flat right now, so I think that'll be fine. Okay, I forgot that I wanted to fit this in here. So this is a small clear file folder. It's just a tad bigger than a B6. And this I decided to use as like my sticker sheet book. So I took out all the fall, Thanksgiving, coffee shop, travel, New York related stickers, junk journal essentials that I think I would use in New York. I also have like New York specific stickers that I used in my daily journal, and then some New York specific stickers from Kubo and Lucy, and then a couple of blank slots in case I do find time to go stationery shopping and pick up a couple things. I don't imagine I'll do too much shopping because, again, I'm still on the high of coming back from Japan. Trying to be a little bit more mindful with the excessive purchasing, unless I really think I'm going to use it. All right, so I've stuffed this a little to its brim. All right, and now the stop bow is full, and my gosh, I love this setup. Okay, so what do I have left? We've packed my stop bow, which I'll put up there. I've got my fountain pen case. I am gonna be overkill this trip and bring all of my currently inked pens. I know I'm only going for 2 weeks, but whatever. When I have downtime, I really like just playing with these pens. So this will be in its own case so that once we get on the plane, I can just take it out of my backpack and keep them nibs up on the flight. So that is also packed. So now it looks like I have the hole puncher, and I do need to bring a ruler as well. So now I'm thinking, I wonder if it'll fit in here. This is not a hole puncher, sorry. This is my corner cutter, and I'm being super extra about it because I love the rounded corners. So maybe I can ditch the Coffee Monsters and just do a little something like this. I don't imagine I'll need any of this on the plane ride, which now makes me think I should just move. I don't think I'll need this on the, well, you never know. So I'll put the glue stick in there, and then I don't think I'll need 2 on the plane, so I'll also stick this in here. This feels still very loose. It makes me want to like bring more, but I don't need to. Okay, I think that's it. Well, gosh, I was gonna put this in here. Now I remember.
2 hours later.
All right, so this is what we got. We've got my Hobonichi Stoppo with almost every journal and non-fountain pen need. We've got my fountain pens. We've got printer, mic. I would just call this like electronics minus the glue stick. And then my traveler's notebook just for double safety. And honestly, I'll only probably be bringing these 2 out on the plane. So this is great. We're ready to go. I'll have to report back on how well this system worked for me and if I overpacked or underpacked. But again, we're going to New York. There's stationery stores. I don't think there's anything I'm gonna like be missing, especially when I have my essential journals here. So thank you all for watching. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving week. Wishing you all the best, and I'll see you at the next video, my friends. Until then, have a wonderful day. Bye.